Hi and welcome back to episode number 2 of How to Mic a Cab. In this episode we are using two microphones. One gonna be the dark mic and the other the bright mic. And then we are blending them together. I decided to use the SM57 as the dark mic and the Sennheiser MD 421 Mark II as the bright mic. Before we get started, I put up a list with very useful information. Get your best guitar tone. I know I said this in episode 1, but I want to make clear how important this is to get the best possible guitar tone out of your rig. Because this is the source, this is what you want to record, and this has to be as good as possible. Choose the right type of speaker. It's very important to know what speaker you want to use. Do you like the V30s, the greenback, or maybe a warehouse, or maybe a mix of them? This you have to decide before and make some research. Choose the best speaker in your cab. When you use a 2x12 or 4x12 with the same kind of speaker, record them all at the same spot and compare them against each other and choose the speaker you like best of them. Because yes, the same type of speaker can sound different. Guitar tone reference. When you're moving the mics a lot and changing the sound of your guitar tone, then it's very important to have a reference guitar tone that you know, that you like, so you can compare your recordings with. Otherwise, you can be lost when you make sound shaping. Make breaks. This is what many of us forget. To give our ears a break, because they need it. When we are hearing the same thing over and over again, we're getting tired, and then we can't make right decisions anymore. Who don't know this? Sitting in the room for some hours playing the guitar and having the best guitar sound ever. You think you nailed it and are super happy. The next day you're coming back, fire up your amp, listen and play, and you are not satisfied anymore. Setting the input level. Here you can see we aim for -5 to -10 dB. That makes sure we have enough headroom to handle all the peaks of the signal. And we're not gonna clip the signal. Now we're setting up the mics. We're starting with the SM57. This is gonna be our dark mic. So like we learned in the first episode, the dark tone we get at the edge of the speaker. I'm looking maybe 2 centimeters, 2.5, 1 inch from the edge of the speaker. Then we take our bright mic, Sennheiser. And we are putting it at the edge of the dust cup. Remember the angle, 90-degree angle, close as possible to the grill cloth. But when we are using two microphones, then we have to fight with the pace.
Here we can see the distance between the speaker and the diaphragm, the moving part of the microphone. When we are using two microphones and the distance is the same, the sound wave look like this. They are perfectly in phase and we get the thickest sound. When the distance are not the same, the sound wave will look like this. They are not in phase anymore, the sound is getting thinner. We can easily check the phase here. Here's the SM57, here the MD421. We only have to stretch the tracks so we can see sound waves. And here we see they look very similar. This is near perfect, yeah. This means these two microphones are set up totally in phase. Here I can change a little bit the phase on one track, so this is out of phase.
Let's hear how the recording sounds and let us compare them against each other. Yeah, I think it was easy to hear the difference between dark and bright, and the blended version take both mics and edit their own sound. They are cancelling out some frequency, some was added, so I think this was a good example. But now let's hear how it sounds in the mix. That's the most important thing. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in episode 3.